G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Voxel Tycoon. This is our Passengers Let's Play. A few of these trains are actually going around our turnabout, and they're actually going in places they wouldn't normally go. So what has happened is we seem to be having congestion problems. We do have quite a few trains on the system. If we have a look at the fleet manager and we jump into here, yep, we've got quite a few trains. You have a look at all those trains there, and then basically all of them, apart from the two high-speed trains, all of them are going through this system. So what I've done, and they're either going through the pass-throughs or through the main station. So I've actually started to reserve a little bit of land and widen out the ditch here, and cut away at this hill wall over here, this sort of earthen wall there, and just make some extra room. And I thought this episode we could refresh the turnabout and maybe put a new little plan I've got for this eight platform station. There goes the high speed rail going past and the conventional rail underneath. How lovely. Okay, so I'm going to jump in and we're going to jump straight in, fix the turnabout, then look at perhaps some wooden frames and getting into the final research. So please jump in and enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, this might be a good time to pause it because I think most of the trains are heading out of there. Yeah, so it's naturally a good time to pause it. So let's pause it here, and we are going to go ahead and rebuild the turnabout with more capacity through there. So if we have a look here at these approach sidings for the original part of the layout. Now both of these tracks here, as we're looking at the screen, both on the right hand side or both over here, are both heading outwards, and we normally look at it from here. So on the left they're heading outwards, outbound, and just one inbound. So we want to change it to 2 inbound and 2 outbounds, and I want to do that. Now we have to remember that when we have 2, the example here is they make a decision. They either get into the left or the right hand lane heading out, and if they're in the left, that's because they want to go to Gwalia, and if they're in the right, they are on the pass through. So there's a purpose for that, but coming in, it's just really one because you're always going onto here. So what I thought I could do is have 2 different options. I thought maybe what we could do, we'll widen the whole thing for capacity, but I thought what we could actually do is have 4 platforms for one and 4 platforms for the other. And I don't know at what point the train selects what platform it wants to go to. I know it's always got a destination, but I bet it's when it starts. When it leaves, it's wherever it's leaving from. I bet that's when it goes ahead and decides what platform it's in its destination station. I think that's it. If you know the answer to what time, when the train does its pathfinding and selecting platforms for multis, can you leave that in the comments? Because I don't know what the answer to that question is. So what we're going to do is we are going to, in the meantime, set it up so that we've got 4 here and then another 4 for the other one. So I like this overhang here is purposeful. If you look at this fully large train here, this train here is one of the biggest we have on the network, and at the moment, so 250 meter platform should be about 255, yeah, 268. So it's quite big. If you look at the 250 meter capacity, it's hanging over the edge. I purposely put these signals here so that they could hang over the edge, and obviously there'd be a slower loading pull through for any carriages that sit outside of the station. So that's how that works. It unloads all there within the standard speed, but the downside is if your trains are longer than the station, they will unload those carriages a lot slower, I believe. So right, what we're going to do is we're going to set it up. Now, I think what we are going to do is move this in a tiny bit. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll move this in a little bit and keep these guys out a little bit. Yeah, I think we've just got just a little bit too much. So let's try this. Let's see if we can leave this, because I don't want to move all this way. That'll make the whole thing smaller. I don't want to move it inwards. I want to make it outwards and make the turnabout bigger. So well, let's assume that these 4 are going to be here. So let's now what we'll do is we'll get rid of these ones and we can put those guys back in. But if I get rid of, say, this and this and this, we can now say that, okay, so if you're in this lane, it's going to be, and we're just thinking about these guys heading up here, this lane for those 4, which means we need to now get another piece of track and standard conventional rail, and let's find the area of where it needs to be. That's the spacing, so that's good. Look at the spacing, and of course we want to put our other piece of track in here, and we're gonna repurpose this one so it's not heading south as we look at it, but it's heading north as we look at it now. So these guys are going to be here, and the idea is they need to, well, I guess they need to follow like that. Actually, yeah, I need to see whether or not this can be. So if I'm going one in, and I'm just seeing whether these guys can kind of keep the same neatness. That's all about the same. So instead of there, I'm going to there, and that's about. So that's all the neatness thing happening. So that kind of works. You've got the pass-through plus 4, and then the other one. I don't think we need a whole one just for the pass-through, because a lot of the ones for the pass-through may be coming from this side, although the pass-through should generally just be for passenger rail. But who knows? We may have some routing of the trains where the pass-through might be different. I do want to line all the signals up eventually. I wanted just to see where they originally were, so I'll keep these 4, but I will put them all in so they go straight across, and that'll be great. So that is better. In fact, we can probably get those signals in now. We're on pause, so if we happen to change our minds, it won't cost us anything. So I probably want to see if I can get. That's not too bad actually. Let's just see if we can get that straight across. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Just to get all these guys looking slightly different. You can see the color variations. And 4, yeah, brilliant. Okay, straight into bulldoze, and we'll get rid of these guys here, and it's lovely. Okay, so we are getting there now. That is quite good. Yeah, I'm happy with this. All the trains would need to come into here. There's a pass through, and they're rocking and rolling. Now, getting underneath is interesting. Well, what we know we need is, we know that we need one of these here. Now let me try and get it to the edge and then do that down. I want it to be the same as the other ones. Is that visually the same? It is. So I did all this cutting out here, made this all wider. Not that one, but let's do this. Yes, please. Good. Okay, so we want 2 and 2. We may as well cut this one off here because it's not going to be like that. And what we'll say is, so what we're trying to say is, how do we get underneath? Because what we're trying to say here is this track here should be going to there, and I think that's a good one for it to do. Yep, so hang on. No, that is, yeah, so this one is going to be there. And now this one, I want to see if I can get it. Can I get it? Yeah, more off like that. And is that my distance? That is actually my distance, so that's actually pretty good. Let me just try this and just see if I do that and that. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think we've got some problems with these guys here, but it's workable. I could just see how that works. Now let's see. So what we don't want is that. So we want trains making a decision early on, and I think the best place for them to make that decision is because they come back to here. Right, we have to fix all this. So actually, let's work this way, and we'll fix this, because this should be reasonably easy to just reroute. We must reroute it, though, because we're changing the direction to one of our legacy tracks. If I do this, right, so this has to become this. This has to become, so this track here, our new track, has to become the one where you get into Gwalia. So this is going in, you enter Gwalia, always it's a roll in, roll out, and then you come back out and turn around. So that means that's doing that, which means the track next to it is for the bypass, and so that's that, okay? And then all we need to do is get rid of this little part here. So that's all pretty good. Now, trains coming back out, I think if we get rid of this one and that, so if we get rid of this little bits, trains coming back out and heading towards the main station, they come out of here, and if we can get them to now make a decision early on, so they'll do it here, that means this can turn into, let me see here, well, we could get extra capacity happening on the way back, couldn't we? could do 2 tracks on the way back and recapacitize this. There's another little extension we can do there. I don't know if recapacitize is a phrase or a sentence, a word, but let's go with it. Now, what we need to do here is both these are heading in this way, so we're looking at block signals heading that way, which means this one needs to go. Okay, now if we jump into the signaling, and now that means also over here, these trains have already made their decision. So this is just a standard block signal here. So let's make sure these guys face in that direction. So 2 there, 2 there. These have now been rechanged over. All blocks, all blocks. When they get to here, I've changed this because there's a decision to make here. This should be, I believe, there are decisions to make, either pass through or here or here. Hang on, it's not a pass through. It's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So you should be a pre-signal in the semaphore style. And of course over here, heading back, there's just a decision to make. Do you want to go through to the pass through, or 1, 2, 3, 4, or this is 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we'll see that play out. So block, block. Let's just change these guys. These were done by the automatic signaling distancer. I don't know why I hit the bulldoze button then, but these should just be 2 that way and 2 this way. In fact, let's go ahead and just fix it like this, and then we'll see about it. Yeah, and do that, and now we'll just get rid of these until we think. We might have to go back and fix something up there. I think that means you're going to be there. Are you? Hang on. Yeah, 2 on there and 2 on there, so I think we're getting rid of this one. So let's just go check that with the... I do love this signaling overlay. I think it is a spectacular addition to... I mean, the game was great before we got this signaling overlay, but geez, I tell you what, if you're struggling with signals, jump into here. This really helps you. The arrows, the colours, that is brilliant. Right, here we go. So 2 heading up, 2 heading down, 2 heading up, 2 heading down, 2 heading up, 2 heading down, but at this point, no, you've already made a decision actually, so they should just be block signals, so that's all fine. Same with this should just be blocks. These are basically saying, is the way ahead clear? I think we can actually go here, here, and here. I know they're close, but I think it could help us to get the trains closer together, less braking, and that means we can put another one just here. But what we'll do is we'll make this one a pre, lined up with that block. We'll make this guy here a pre, and then we'll go back to the standard blocks and put him just here. No, sorry, another pre just here. Yeah, so that's not too bad at all. These two shouldn't actually be the same color. I think they just happen to be the same color because of the way we've changed the colors about and re-signaled them up. So that is interesting. We'll stay with that. We'll see if it works. But that's our new capacity there. Now, getting back out, we are, instead of rebuilding this, I want to actually make the whole thing a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do, and I've got to be careful because you've got the gold area here. What I'm thinking is, ooh, I wonder if we can get this. Let me think about this. Let me think. Because yeah, I just want to make this whole thing just slightly bigger in capacity. I think this is going to help us. But we have to have a crossover here where they can get to either here or here. And I wonder how much money we got there. 3 million. Let's go into bulldoze and just see if we can get a tiny bit more land off the mountain. And I'm just using a hotkey that just doesn't actually work. I don't know why I was doing that. I was trying to bulldoze the mountain away. So we're coming into here. So I think if we can cut back in here just a bit. Yep, and I'm going to see if I can get 2 more there, and that might be expensive. 240,000. That actually is quite a lot, but then if you come across, we're actually pretty good. Okay, so that's where it is, and this is now. I want to keep it where it is so I can see how much I've expanded. So I want to see if I can put in 1 line here. That'll be the furthest, and then another line here, that'll be the other. So these are the 2. Oh look, exactly an expansion. So that's a nice expansion, just to get us a bit more room. Again, the train shouldn't be too long. It's all about getting extra capacity here. But we are approaching, we're at the end of the research. We're not helping every customer out as well, but this is a system designed to move everything by rail and then let the trucks do the last part of the logistics. That's our overall way we're running this. Now, of course, what I want to do here is, let me think about this. Everyone has to get across. What about if we do this? What about if we try and get... So I think I can fix this up and just get a bit more off there. Try and get another piece in here. Yeah, let's do this bit here and do, say, this and then that. That's not too bad. That isn't too bad at all. Right, we can get rid. So this is all pretty good. And then I think I'm just going to see if maybe I can go here, and then goodbye. Now we'll just grab that conveyor and just go straight across. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so coming out of here, this is the bypass rail getting out. Yeah, it bypasses the station, getting out just here. Okay, so what we want to do is make that one line up with the edge of this, and then we'll worry about all the other rails. Do we want this to... Yeah, I like that. That works. Okay, I've got to remember what I'm getting rid of. Now that means that this is a bit of a problem, doesn't it? Yeah, that does actually. We could do this. We could actually go like this. Could we do this? This may not work actually. Yeah, we could. This may not work at all. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go like this. Yeah, maybe that's going to be it. And then this needs to just go across to here. Okay, that could be good. So let's start deleting some so we know where we are. So this is gone. That's the new one. Here's the original. We know we won't need that at the moment, but we are doing this. These guys are all part of... so you can go. Let's delete some. We know what we've expanded. I'm going to do this for the moment. Goodbye. And then let's see about... actually, you know what? Let's get rid of... what would you delete? Would you delete to there? No, we don't want that. But how about if we do this? Well, we do want that, actually. That is gone. Yeah, let's do that. If I delete just a bit and then do that and then just delete just a bit and then go here. Okay, there's the new rail in here. So let's line it all up nicely. And in fact, these trains, let's get them, see if they can cut out here and just go straight across. And of course, in this point, they need to get into one to get back into the station or two to get back into there. So we could do actually what we could do is this. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that is quite nice. I like that. Happy with that? Brilliant. Okay, now these trains are heading out, and we either need trains to be able to come out of here and then get straight back into there. So can these... what about if we do this? Actually, you know what? Let's send you... let's just see if we can get this train to move on a bit. I know there's some trains that are going to be lost. Let's just get this guy out of there. Yep, there we go. Okay, we'll pause again. We won't be getting any refunds anyway, but what we're going to do is just see if I can continue this one along. And I'm going to have to grab a bit of land here. Just being a little careful with my new camera setup as well with Stitch Up in the new place. I think in a couple of videos previously, I might have been leaning forward a lot like this, looking at the and looking at the monitor and stuff, and yeah, I just need to make sure. So sorry if I'm doing that over these episodes. I'm making sure I sit back. I haven't got my latest gaming chair. There's a few little additions that need to be sorted out. So I'm just being a little mindful to make sure you guys get a lovely experience. When the camera is on, especially, you need to be it needs to be a certain level of good, doesn't it? It does. Okay, so there's the extra bit of land, and the idea was to continue this rail straight out and do that, but I don't want it to drop. So please go straight up and then do that and stay at grade. Perfect. So then when you're heading out, you go straight into there, which is brilliant. Okay, so that means, ooh, I don't like the distance between these guys. But I do like that that is efficient, because these guys are coming in, these guys are going out, and I like that. So let's leave that. Let's have these two rails not close to each other. So goodbye and goodbye. Yep. Okay. So ones that are heading, here we go. So trains that are now heading out of here. We can get rid of this. We can do this. Okay, trains that are, all right, let's have a look here. Trains that are heading straight across here and need to go out. So there. Which means this one shouldn't be here at all. Goodbye. Yep, so that is all good. These guys are good. These guys can come out to here. We just need to make sure all the connections are good. I think this train might even be heading out a bit, so we'll do a connection there. All the trains that head back around to the turnabout have to come back into this what we would normally think is a bypass, but trains coming in will turn around and go straight back, the ones that aren't heading through here in the new route. So that's not bad. If we just capacitize everything, give everything a bit of an option to trains that can now do that as well. Yep. Okay, cool. Now, coming into here, we want these trains to get into there or there, so that's that one, and he might go away. I don't know where that train's heading to, but we'll just get everything ready. Now, I want to see if maybe these trains can come up through here. So if I just do an extension, would that work? Do that, and then that would work. Okay, that's not too bad, because remember, it's just one of these rails is heading in this direction. Okay, so this train here would either need to go there or there, and everything's nicely at grade, so that would work. These trains are too close. Ooh, they are a bit actually, yeah. What about if we do... Okay, let's do this. Let's get that out. And let's see if we can get this to line up so these guys are both, because they're both heading parallel with each other, they should be a nice distance. So if we go one, hang on, one, and then in, yeah, that's the distance. That gets our standard distance. Then we go here, and then we go here. So that's your standard distance in those two there. So that's nice. I'm trying to think of all those little things. We can now delete this. Shift key, delete this. I like that it takes the signals away as well. That is lovely. I am going to actually just make it pretty as we go, pretty-ish. Yeah, try and keep away from the pylon so they stay away a bit like this. It's quite nice. So that's all good. Keeping everything at grade. Okay, let's think about things. So trains coming out of here can go left, they can go straight, so they can come through here and turn right. Trains coming out of here can go straight or they can turn right, so that's all good. Trains go straight across here. We'll fix this with signaling. It's a perfect cross. These are both heading in this direction, and trains here can make a sharp turn to 2, then 1, 2, then 1, so that's fine. These guys can come here and they've got a decision to make here. So that's not too bad. Everything's good. And of course, we're going to make this so that this lane is the exiting of the turnabout. This one is going back into the station. So decisions being made here. Do you want to go back to the station? Same with this one. Do you want to go back to the station, or do you want to head back off and head towards the lake? Okay, cool. So in that vein, we would then connect up this guy, and I want this to visually look good from above. We want this to be there and there. I think that works. Get rid of this as we go, and then that means that so he's heading back out. Why is there 2? There's 2. Oh, because both would need to. Aha. Okay, so we might need to get rid of these signals. I was just thinking about this. So this would need to do that. Yeah, nice. So good. So lovely, actually. Very nice. Now, I wonder if we can change things up a bit. I don't know how sharp. I don't know about this. I think what we might do is we might go... These guys are coming back in, but let's head... Let's see if they can do this. And then... Oh, no, that's not too bad. Yeah. In fact, they could do this, and that would connect them. So this is the track. The inner track is the one that heads them back to the station. So this one to get back onto here for platforms 5 to 8. But now we'll do this. Perfect. Oh, lovely. Really nice. I like that. Okay, let's grab ourselves some. Let's go round and just look at signaling. Grab some decision-making semaphores here. And then I'm going to put one here as well. next to it, because up there they've got a decision to make. Then I'm going to get rid of these guys and replace them with this one, and then this one and this one. That's good. Get rid. Okay, cool. We'll just say about this. Okay, so coming across here, decision to make. So you've got a pre-signal coming across here. It is block, and we went through this earlier. Decision for one pass through 1 to 4, and a block, and then decision for 5 to 8. Which of the 5 to 8 do you want? Over here, straight or right. So decision to make, which is good. Over here, left or straight. So you'll need a pre-signal. So we click the right menu to start with, grabbing a pre, and I think it's going to be there. In fact, this one can be here, matching up with it, which means you can go, yeah, just line those guys up where possible. I think when we unpause it, this was to do with these lanes not being connected. Now over here, block, okay, block there is good. This doesn't have a decision to make. It simply, both of these simply want to say, is the track ahead clear? So standard semaphores can be here and here, and trains, you know, and then I'm going to do one there. I'm going to do one there and there, and just because, you know, and we'll see how it goes. Now we have decisions for both of these guys, so we'll do pre-semaphores heading outwards, slightly offset because they're at the 45s. We know there's going to be one here, and I'm going to manually place a couple of block signals, but next to each other, trying to find a good distance here and here, so that's not too bad. One heading out, one heading into the turnabout, great. And then once we get to here and here, it's just, the decision is to make there, but the decision's been made here. So these will just be standard block signals here and here, because it's simply saying, is the way ahead clear? And then of course, I wouldn't mind putting just these two here and here to keep the trains moving. That puts all that into one point. And I think we're there, because that's where we started. That's nice. See, sometimes it's best signaling those guys up a little bit differently. These high-speed guys, oh yeah, we can't signal those because they're sitting, they need foundation to sit on. But we can put, no, they still need foundation to sit on. That's all right, that's fine. I'm talking high-speed rail. Sorry, I got distracted there, so leave that. Let's unpause the game, speed 1. Watch this guy. Yeah, his error message goes away, and that's great because that means that everyone's happy. I'm going to clear all these, and then we'll just see if everyone's happy. Now, I did stop the gold coming in here just while we're watching these lovely trains go through. I did stop the gold. I'm going to go speed 2. We've got gold bars being made and stockpiled here at 87. And the reason I stopped it is because gold bars were coming out of there. We have 3 trains bringing gold ore in. It's coming through the system, but I didn't want it all being turned into gold rings. And I think we can go ahead and sell some of these gold rings. So I just want to see some trains use the turnabouts, but everyone seems pretty happy at the moment. So can we go and find a customer who is still waiting for gold rings, or is now waiting for gold rings? Let's see. Oh, gold bars. I don't know about National Park. Bit of a pain to deliver to. Not my best one. What about one of these? One of these would be lovely. I really want someone to be offering gold rings. Gotta be careful in the gold mod. Gold rings and gold bracelets have the same symbol, and we don't want to deliver to the wrong one. No one wants it. I was hoping it'd be someone close anyway. Well, it doesn't matter if it wasn't. Should we just have a quick look in the territories? Anyone want gold rings? No. What about down here? No. What about where we got the gold? In an irony, is this you want sand? You are just a rubbish place. We'd have to put a station infrastructure. You just want wood. Well, it's not going to happen. We're not carting wood out to the middle of nowhere. Although, wood pile there. Yep, but they want all level 1 products, which is interesting. Sorry. Speed 1, we've got 3 of these gold trains. Okay, we really want one person to ask for gold rings now, don't we? We really do. We've got gold bars here. Do we want to deliver gold bars? What about if we drop to Macquaria and then... Now, I think what's happened is... So, I think we're going to find, as we're looking at things as well, certain supply chains are going to be stopped for a bit, because just before I started the episode, I actually had the game on pause for a bit while I was planning the next episode, having a bit of a look at things, and just looking at these trains go with each other. Ooh, where they go, both heading towards there. Passenger train stops. The other train getting up to nice speed as well. This is all speed 1. Yeah, that's great. And look at the comparison of speed between the high-speed rail. How nice. Seeing on speed 1, he flies along there, so that's pretty good. We could possibly have a second rail here, so that this one only goes to there and these guys divide up, and we have a second rail here for trains that have to come out of here and get into the station. And that'll service trains that are using this stretch of track coming down here. They need to get into the station. They must use the turnabout. So that's an improvement on the turnabout I think we could make straight away. I think it could be good. I think I'm satisfied that no one else at the moment is requesting gold, except for this guy. I'm going to hold off on that. So let's just go ahead and grab that last little bit. Ooh, hang on, what's happening? Yeah, see the congestion. Yeah, and it may have been fixed. I think I could possibly put 2 more blocks here. In fact, guys, I'm just going to do that. What I'm going to do is just remove these 2 block signals. And I know it's close, but I'm going to add in, because I want trains to move. They're not ridiculously close together, but coming out of the points straight ahead, I'm now going to put these guys a little bit earlier on, and then somewhere in the middle here, put 2 more. And it just should allow trains to move a bit quicker. And what we want to say here is a second track. And I think I want to put it, in fact, it might be good if we can move some of these trains out the way. Yep, there they go. There's probably one right behind him. It's not too bad. Let's pause it now. Actually, we've got the way clear, so we will pause that. Right, tracks, and it was. How's that distance? Actually, that would work. Let's do that, and let's do that. Hang on, what are we doing here? Just trying to make a... Oh yeah, we wanted this to be a different decision here, didn't we? Right, so what we were trying to say is, for trains coming here out, instead of going here and into each one, right, using this track as these both head this way, so this train would go to the this track would go to the outer, and we would jump up and create one more new one for this. Yep, and that means we now need to get rid of, so that goes to the outer, so that goes, yeah. And so now there's a bit of a change here. So, and we could do the same here. We could say, okay, over here, just so one piece of track's not doing the same thing. What I do need to do is, I'm just going to make this so it is quite interchangeable. I'm going to make that, do that, I'm going to make that, do that, and then it's all good. Yeah, I think it is all good. I need to change the this here a little bit too. I'm going to get rid of this one, because we've now got a decision being made behind the signal. So, make sure you don't delete that station, please, accidentally. So decision, so pre to be made on this point here could be good, and then out of that let's put one in here, decision to be made here, separates the points, and then straight out of it I think we need a block, and then coming straight out of here I think it could be good to go block, block and block, and it means that this yellow is now on its own, so that's pretty good. And over here this one is now no decision because it was made earlier, and I want this to line up, so let's do, so I've got these 3 in a line. No, I don't like that, so let's do, yeah, it has to be there, doesn't it? They do line up, if you have a look at it, they do line up, but they sit funny there, but that's fine. I think it kind of works. Yeah, that's not bad. It also means that these guys need to be moved slightly. We deleted one automatically, so we would get these block signals that we just put in there. Let's find a nice little, and then match this guy up, so that's good. Making all these point decision areas to be quite unique from each other. I think that's quite good. Okay, let's unpause the game and just see if that didn't break anything, but I think that just recapacitizes a little bit there. The only extra one we can do here is say, right, we need a second track here where this guy splits out a bit and he could go out left, so that if you're going to be going into the station area, you're on this track, and then this one on the left will go out there in case you're going to be heading back down towards the Lake District. Brilliant. Okay, I think it's all good. I mean, really all we've done this episode is that, which is a bit naff. But I think it's a good recapacitation program. Shall we have a look at who else is... Maybe we should deliver some gold to this one. Now, this just gold bars, right? He would be... Now, how long's he got? 167, yep. 5,000. So if we can get gold bars, just gold bars to him, and I wonder if we send him to Gwalia. The National Park Station is a pain, because the station's not too bad, but the infrastructure behind it is rubbish. Look at this. Everything's on the main road because we've got this land just here. So if we wanted to, we'd buy this and then we'd redo all this and just put the main road going right through here, and then have these side streets where the drop-offs are. So that would be the best way to do that. One of the golden rules of playing this game, I think, would have to be, if I was going to make it top 10 tips for Voxel Tycoon, and if you think I should do one of those, leave that in the comments. But if I was going to do it, I think tip number 1 would be always, and I'm not the first to come up with it, but is always put your transfers, your pickups, your road pickup stations, never put them on a main road, always put them on a side street. And if you think this road's going to be a flow through, this road, if we look down here towards the lakes and we're looking at it here, you know, to the left and the right, cars are always going across that way. So you'd want these buildings to be on the up and downs, and you'd have them quite specific on those. But we've always had issues here because of this little nub and then this whole section here. But if we were to do that, how much to buy? It's 5 million now. So inflation is getting there for us. Let's get ourselves a lovely armored train to end this episode. An armored train. Let's get some gold bars going off here and have some fun. So I want them to pick up. Let me see if this station... Sorry, this station, not this train, this station. Let me see if this is connected firstly to both of these. Yep, so we can now export gold rings. Is it gold rings? And bars, gold bars. So let me see there. Yeah, gold rings. Golden rings, we've got 211. So these sell for heaps too, because gold bars get like 5,000, but these guys will sell for absolutely heaps. It's not super, it's interesting because it's not overly economical to have gold bars being shipped out, because they're much more valuable to make into gold rings. So what I'll probably do is I'll have the gold ore come into here, go into the 3 factories, and here I'll split them. So one can go off for shipping to customers directly, gold bars, and the other one can go off into production for gold rings. And that means both chains will be good. And then we've got more gold coming in left, right, and center. So that's pretty good. Don't forget the gold has to come from a fair way. I might put a 4th gold train in as well. But what we want to do at the moment is just go ahead and ship out those guys. So let me see. We would do gold to there, we'll do gold to there, we'll do it to here. We would need to... Ooh, yeah, okay. Well, let's put in a road station. No, not a road station. Sorry, a warehouse. And it's going to be a security warehouse. Can I put one here? Yeah, I can. Now, are you connected? I want one that's connected to this, though, so I can't. See that? I want him connected in to both. So he's got to be lined up with this. So if I put it there, that would work. Let me try and flip him. Yeah, that even lines up. Look at that. That's brilliant, because they unload. Oh, I like that. I'm going to keep a bit of room here. I want it close to this and this, but for some reason the catchment of this is quite big. So I'm going to leave room so I can expand this track coming out to here into a double. So I'm going to put this guy close, connecting, but there, and I'm going to leave room to expand this as well, just in case we get expansion. So let's put him there. He connects to both, so it's gold bars. So a train will bring him to there. We'll pick him up from here, and now we want to see, does this guy get connected with anything logistics wise? just the garage, but that's fine, because what we'll do is we'll put in a road station, a Mark II single lane, and let's put him there. And then what we'll do is let's get this road and do this. That's quite nice. I like that. I mean, that is close as well, but it doesn't matter how close it is, but that is brilliant. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to go to the trains and we need to buy. Now we could afford to just lash out here. So I want a, let me just take the electric trains away and let's go unpowered. Oh, not electric, sorry, diesel. Hang on, diesel unpowered. Do I want just diesel trains? I don't know why I did powered and stuff. I don't want the sets. Powered. I want diesel powered. There we go. Diesel powered trains. Okay. 1.3, but it's lovely, that train. 1.3 there. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Let's do this lovely little one here. What's your 123, 105 kilometers an hour? Let's do this one. Looks quite nice. 788. It is lovely. I should actually say what it is too. It is a an M420. So that's pretty good. Happy with that. And now we want to put with it something that'll carry these guys. Let me just undo all these filters. And we want the armored car. Now, is the armored car separate? I thought I just unlocked this. Can I get rid of... He's a double armored car and he carries those. So you've got the raw iron ore. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? So that carries raw iron ore and this guy carries the product. So that's pretty good. Now he'll carry 14 and 14. I think that's pretty good. It's a double setup. You can't get rid of one without the other. I think that's great. Nice short train. We don't want to oversupply. 1.4 done. Okay, let's get this guy picking up. It's a short route. Let's get him picking up from adding stop, picking up from here. Load of the full. Full. We'll do full for now. This is one where we may change it to not full. Gwalia is nice and close. So let's go unload, definitely full. Adds that in and goes here. You're called gold ingots to Gwalia. And bless you, you can go. Oh, lovely. It sounds great too. Okay, unpause the game. And... oh no, let me go back to here. Send you back. Don't tell me I just picked a powered train. See, I think I was doing all the filtering and that's not good. Okay, we want to send you back to here, please. And there you go, you've gone straight back. Pause the game. And let's see this. Is this guy a you? I'm going to bin you actually. And here, I need to put... well, let's see if we can put a train at the front. Now, are you... I just want to see if this guy was... where is he? There he is. He's diesel, isn't he? What about this? Power. Oh wait, there's not enough power? What's the problem? Oh, you're going to be going from the end as well. Where's the problem here? It's going to cost me another 400,000. And he's going to be going at the other end, which could be kind of cool to see. No power. Okay, I need you to go from here to here. Pause. What is happening? We don't have the money either. So, ooh, no power? Don't tell me these guys are powered on their own. If I sell this, 755. No, that would be really uneconomical. What is the problem? Okay, let me think. Why do they need power? Do these guys must be delivered on power? I can power this up. I could power this up, couldn't I? Do we want to power the network? That would change things. We could power between Gwalia and there, but I just don't know why that needs power. I'm going to swap this one, replace, and replace it with something that would... Look, there's no pantograph on it, so it doesn't need power. What are you doing? Class 55. You are a diesel. Sorry, I think the game's gone slightly mental. Is it? Is it? There's the original train anyway. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the... I don't want to keep changing. No power. Maybe let's just... No power. Why are you like that? What are these guys? Replace them. So let me do replace these guys with... I just want to see these guys here. Ah, you're electric armored. So maybe you... Ah, look. Yes, you've got your own power setting. Oh, these are powered. Oh my god, okay, right. So what we're saying... Aha! So what we're saying is, guys, get rid of that. Yep, gone. Yes. So nothing. And we're saying that this one has its own power supply, which is brilliant, and I didn't even see that. But if we have a look at the route's the same. I want to see if I could power this up, actually. This is going to be interesting. Now, if I want to power the network, I don't want to do this rubbish as well. I want this to be nice. I suppose I could fix it, but let me see here. So if I go here, where is it? Electrification? Yeah, electrification, yeah. So if I say, okay, I want to power this up. Now you are powered in there, aren't you? Now you're powered on that side. And then I say, right, so getting out of there, you need to be powered. Now you're all powered on the opposite side. You're on the left. And we want to be coming down to here, don't we? Hang on, these two are, yep, it's got to be either of these two. So let's do this one and this one. Okay, so that's powered. They're all powered on that side. I don't know if I like the look of power here. Let's do this and this. I'm trying to get the powering on. See, he put the power on the other side. But that means these guys are now powered. I'm going to do power. Then I'm going to go power, power, power. And here, 2, 3, and 4. I want this section to be... and then this section to be, I'm just looking at the connection here, yep. And then that, oh god. Okay, now the station looks to be powered all the way through. We now need this to be, where are you all going? You're all going that way, we don't want that. We just want the power to be here, 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 it's got to be there. And it's going to have to be here and in the middle. Oh, yes, in the middle. Thank you. Are you connected up? Yeah, you're connected up. Yep, yep. Put one there and there. Do this and then say, yep. Okay, so you're all on the same side. The train can now return. We want it to be here and here. Does this connect up? I want the middle section, don't I? There it is. Yep. Great. Now for here, it's going to have to be either one, but I'm going to power them both just because, oh man, the signaling of the power. I don't like the power like that. I think I want a third rail happening. Let's do here, here. This is not what how I wanted to do it, but that's all right. And then heading in, let's just do the whole thing, and hopefully it puts it all the same side. That's fine. And then coming into the station, well, this whole look, Gwalia and the main hub are now going to be powered to the yin yang. So that means the whole thing is powered here. Yep, you guys are all powered up here. Now up here, it's going to be yes, 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 and yes. Just watching the little power line come across. It connects up. Brilliant. Good troubleshooting going on with the power here. I think if you double click it, it moves it. Ah, yeah, so I can move it all across, can't I? Okay, well I can put all the lines on one particular side. These guys I'm going to say you need to be there. Because wait, hang on, going back. These are the two returns. Oh god, okay. Let me just do, what is it? You need to get across. And then coming out of it, you need to go here. Yep. Okay, so that's all good, that's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Okay, I think everywhere's been powered, but again, power's a finicky thing, so just one little break and it won't be happy. I think there's a break there, actually. Yeah, there is. Look at that. There is a break here. Do you see that one? Lovely. Let's just put those guys in. And let's go here. And is the train going to come out? Oh, we have to release it again. Speed 1, we release it, and it comes out. So the train is now going. Look at this one. So I know this is a long episode, guys. We are going to wrap it up shortly. While that's going and collecting some gold, 28 pieces of, I'm going to go ahead and... Where's my depot? Where is my depot? Where is the depot, people? Garage? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay. And I want to go ahead and say, please tell me I've got... Yes. Okay, let's do it the correct way so it tells us options, but it's just this one, so we'll do that one. And I want to do an armoured truck. These have been redone for this latest version. Scaleman has redone these. I'm pretty sure they look slightly different. They look fantastic, by the way. Scaleman, absolutely brilliant. A shout out to Scaleman and the Gold Chain mod. Please say hello to him on Steam. Be great. He's JJ Law on Steam, yeah, amazing. Okay, and let's see this one come out. So we have an armored truck. Oh, brilliant. I love that. Armored truck looking brilliant. He knows to take it from there to there. What are you going to pay us? Is that 5,000 still? There's that one. What are we looking at? 159 days left, 5,800 per. So let's watch the money go up as soon as that gets delivered. And of course, let's speed up here so we can see some gold get collected. So this guy, he can't make his way. He can't make his way. And I think, let's just see about this. So if he was here, yep. Okay, so it's this little section here. See electrification. So we're on speed 1. Let's go electrification and just say yes, yes, and yes. And now you should be right. He's thinking about it. If he was going along here, it's electrified, electrified. If he's going along here, it is electrified. Well, I suppose we can do this section as well, couldn't we? Yes, he does need to be in this section. Actually, that should get him moving. There he goes. No. But it is this section, isn't it? There's another section that we haven't done yet. That. You moving? Yes, there you go. Oh, no, you're not. But your error message is gone, so you are good. I think it would be good to double. This would have been great to leave extra room for 2 tracks there. See, you play this game and you think, next playthrough I'm going to do something different. I mean, I could move everything, but it's not really worth it. But yeah, you want to leave room for double pass-throughs, and that's good fun. But don't forget, you're then talking about how close the warehouses are to the building, and they need to be able to unload. Come on. You're loading up. Here he goes. I'm on speed 3 here. I just want this guy to deliver. We're going to let it go. Oh. Now, see, look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah, I don't think he should be... Passenger train shouldn't be going through that station. I might have to fix the routing up. We put a waypoint on the pass-through. Where is it? Oh, it is... delivering. Oh, he's delivered already. Oh, he's delivered. Where's the... here we go. Here we go, and this is the final. It's the final bit here. The VT Gold Transport Armoured Vehicle. This is absolutely brilliant. Let's see how much money this brings in, and we have a look here, and gold is being delivered. Gold ingots are now being supplied, so that's great. 27,300. Oh, he only carries 5, of course. Ooh, yeah, but he's a short distance, and he is gonna. So he took 5, and he's got another 4 trips that he could do. And in the meantime, the gold train is bringing some more back, so it's brilliant. A quick wrap up for this, guys. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other playthroughs, and I hope you please leave me any comments. We now have an electrified system, which is pretty good. Our hand is forced on that one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Voxel Tycoon. Cheers.